and the impeccable Mark Mexico. I'm a big fan of Mark Mexico.
Well, they say make hay whilst the sun shines, and the Bulls will look to keep the pressure on those sides above them here at Odsal. It is baking hot. Lily with the game start. It's taken over on the far stand side, and that is going to be tackle number 1. Marek Fozzard in dummy half for the Eagles, and they will play towards the South Bank stand in the first half. Bradford towards the Ruley Lane terracing, and it goes without saying Sheffield come here having won their last 2 victories against Swinton and London, so a bit of form for Mark Ashton's side. Currently 8th in the table on 6 points. They're up to the halfway line on tackle number 4, and that's going to be a little bit of an industrious run there from Matty James, and he's wrapped up on the last tackle. This afternoon's referee is Liam Moore, his first game in charge at Odsal. He's from Wigan, and it's going to go out of dummy half to Elliot Minicella. Minicella puts the kick up. It's been palmed forward by the Sheffield man. It was the last tackle. It was the power play. Bradford will have the ball 20 out from their own line, and they will have the first use of the ball in this match with just over a minute gone, and it will be played there by Ross Oakes. In at dummy half is Scott Moore. Moore to Magrin. Magrin wrapped up 15 out from the halfway line, just to the left of centre field, as it goes back down the middle with Roach, and Amari Caro looking to get involved on the second tackle. Quick play the ball. Moore goes up over dummy half and gives it there to Bentley, and Bentley's wrapped up, one of 5 homegrown players for the Bulls this afternoon. They're on the halfway line. They're going down the short stand side. A short pass out of dummy half from Moore to Oakes. Oakes is wrapped up. 15 inside the Eagles half. This will be the 5th and last tackle coming up as Magrin takes them up to the 30. The 30 metres out from the Sheffield line, left of centre field. Thomas in at dummy half to Lilly. Lilly goes high on the kick. It's going to come down for Miller. Miller takes it from the clouds, and he's going to be immediately swarmed upon there by Thomas and Dan Murray, and Sheffield have the ball 20 out from their own line. 2 minutes gone. Provident scoreboard, Bulls 0, Eagles 0.
Bulls 0, Eagles 0. The Bulls doing very, very well there, getting some good meterage with their sets. I thought the last option there kick could have been that little bit better from Lilly, but it wasn't, and gave Sheffield easy ball back, and Sheffield countering with a similar sort of enthusiasm that the Bulls have done so far, because already they're up to the 40 metre mark and they've only had 3 tackles.
Yeah, Sheffield driving forward there tenaciously with William Hope. Hope's wrapped up on the last tackle, 40 out from the Bradford line. A bit of a subdued atmosphere inside the Provident Stadium Odsal as Ethan Ryan leaps and takes that one 20 out, and is immediately smothered there by a 2-man tackle led by Brown and Lowe, and Bradford are going to have to come from deep. 2 tackles gone. Campbell races forward in centre field, and he'll play the ball 30 out, and it's going to be more to Oakes, and Oakes is wrapped up 10 shy of halfway. Thomas in at dummy half, and it goes to Caro. Caro taking 2 Sheffield players with him. 2 metres inside that Sheffield half. This is the 4th tackle coming up for the Bulls. It goes to Price. Price to Lilly. Lilly tries to dink in that Sheffield line, and he's wrapped up 10 inside the Eagles half. So Bradford on the last 40 metres out from the Eagles try line. Price in at dummy half to Thomas. Thomas, a high hanging kick. It's Sheffield have let it bounce, and it's going to be a try to Ethan Ryan. And what are you told from an early age? You do not let the ball bounce. An Oscar Thomas kick on the last has caused pandemonium in the Sheffield Eagles defence. Brian Miller and Gary Lowe, they look at each other. There was miscommunication. They let the ball bounce in the end goal, and Ethan Ryan will not score an easier try of 2017. His 8th try of the season. Bulls 4, Eagles 0. 4 gone on the clock.
Fantastic last tackle option. I talk about that a lot from the Bradford Bulls, and it went to Oscar Thomas. Very cleverly from the back of the line. Looked at the Sheffield defence. Could see there were bunched. Could see there wasn't a full-back there. Kicked it high. The full-back for Sheffield let it bounce, didn't he? You told us, schoolboy, never let a ball bounce. And boy, how cruel was that, because it bounced the wrong way for him. Straight away for his body. Touched and bounced into the turf. And Ethan Ryan, you've got to be there. He had great vision to spot that, and he touched the ball down. Terrible mistake by Sheffield, but great last tackle option. Great kick from Oscar Thomas. A great thinking from Ethan Ryan.
Oscar Thomas will attempt the extra 2. Slap bang in front. No mistake. 1 from Oscar Thomas. Jordan Lilly was kicking last weekend at Bowerfold. 3 from 5 attempts. So Oscar Thomas taking over kicking duties this afternoon. And with 5 minutes gone on the clock, the Provident scoreboard says Bulls 6, Eagles 0. And what was Miller and Lowe doing at the back? They were at the back almost having a cup of tea. You never let the ball bounce.
Never let a ball bounce.
Schoolboy error.
Never let a ball bounce. To be fair, it was a great kick from Oscar Thomas because they weren't looking at the ball. They were having to catch the ball from coming from behind. And you've got to look over his shoulder to do that. And almost again, the Bradford Bulls have made the same sort of mistake, and they have.
From the restart, Simon Brown's restart landed 10 out from the Bulls line. It landed above the head of Oscar Thomas and Dan Murray. They both tried to juggle with the ball, and after scoring the game's opening points, they've committed that cardinal sin of not concentrating, switching off, and they've now got to defend their own line because Thomas goes short to around 25 out. It's come off the knee of Scott Moore. They're going to try and contest it. It's James Bentley, but the referee's going to say knock on from the young Bradford second row forward, and he's going to say head and feet to Sheffield. So it's a scrum to the Eagles. 30 out from the Bradford line. A bit of trickery there from Thomas, Matt. He tried to catch Sheffield unaware, and
well, what he did was very clever, but the rest of your teammates have got to know what to do. If you put more spin and kick the ball, get your toe right underneath it, it spins backwards as well as it going forwards, and it did come back like a boomerang, but Sheffield just beat them to it, didn't they?
So Bradford, first error of the match as James Bentley was on his knees on the turf trying to scramble for the ball, unfortunately knocking it towards the Sheffield line. But here comes Sheffield, 2 tackles gone, the 10 out from the Bradford line, and that is a needless offload in the tackle by the former USA American international Mark Mexico. He tried to offload the ball into the support from Simon Brown, who was literally stood facing behind him, but Simon Brown was not expecting the pass. He was expected to go in at dummy half and pick up the play of the ball, and Sheffield have come up with their second error in the heat at Odsal, and the score remains Bulls 6, Eagles 0, 7.5 gone after that early try from Ethan Ryan. So Lilly takes the ball in the scrum, it's out by Price, and it is going to be Bentley who's brought down, 20 out from his own line on tackle number 1, 20 in from the popular stand side, basking in the sunshine, shorts and short sleeves. First penalty of the match. Bradford have caught Sheffield offside, encroaching in the 10, and it will be Jordan Lilly who will try and take the Bulls deep inside the Sheffield half. The penalty awarded on the Bradford 30. Lilly takes aim, finds touch, 5 inside the Sheffield half. So Hobbo now, the Bulls, a chance to further extend the lead. They've got a full set of 6 inside the Sheffield half.
Indeed, and I'm not quite sure whose eyes the sun are in making this on this sunny afternoon. A slight wind as well blowing across the pitch, but that won't affect anything. Fantastic surface, as we've seen already, through when a ball bouncing on this turf, it bounces high off the floor, doesn't it? Very, very hard. That'll suit the Bradford Bulls, and Bradford was in a good attacking position. What can they do? 2
tackles gone, more round a dummy half to Lilly. Lilly linking with Price. Price on that angled sliding run, wrapped up 10 out from the Sheffield line. More in at dummy half, and it goes to Leroy. Leroy on his return to action. He's wrapped up on tackle number 4. 2 metres out from that Sheffield Eagles try line. More bullet pass along the line to Murray. Murray with a black scrum cap. He's wrapped up on the 5th and last. Still 2 metres out from the Sheffield try line in front of the sticks. They go to Lilly. Lilly peppers one. It's come off the Eagles defender, and he made a play at it, so it will be back to Warne. Ryan Miller made a play for the ball after Jordan Lilly's grubber has forced him a repeat set. So Bradford really asking hard questions of this Eagles defence. Scott Moore round a dummy half to Bentley. James Bentley will crash over the line. Bradford have doubled the lead, and we've only played 8 minutes, and it's Bulls 10, Eagles 0. And you've got to ask the question, have Mark Ashton's side actually stepped off the coach?
Well, I was going to issue that same comment, Mick. It looks like they're still the coach, doesn't it? Experienced players like Lowe, Yerry, Ryan Miller, Dave Straher, Mark Mexico, just planting the feet and no real effort. But take nothing away from the Bradford Bulls, because what they've done very well is they've linked well in the centre of the field. Price and Lilly linking very, very well, setting the backs going, getting some good field position, and when they're near the line, they're using the right options, they're thinking about it, and if they keep the errors to a minimum, I think the width of this pitch, the fast track today, the young legs of the Bradford Bulls should see them home. A long, long way to go. Great game in store. Lots of points going to come out of this. But so far, the crisp handling of the Bradford Bulls, the inability to drop the ball, has served them well so far. And Sheffield looking well out of sorts.
4th try of the season for James Bentley. He did score on the previous game against Oldham, and it goes without saying, Sheffield's last 6 games, those defensive frailties, they've conceded 243 points and that is an average of 40 points a game. Mark Aston must be spitting feathers with Albert
You've no
here.
chance of winning any game, Michael, with that sort of. Have you? You haven't got a prayer.
Well, he said in the post-match press conference midweek, Mark Aston, he's looking for an improved effort. But if you're conceding 40 points a game, you certainly have no hope in hell of getting the points necessary. Thomas then. Ball back on the kicking tee, meticulously looking at the ball, the posts, draws the imaginary line, it's holding, it's there, it's Bradford Bulls 12, Sheffield Eagles 0, 9 minutes gone, and the Provident scoreboard looking rosy in the sunshine.
For me, Oscar Thomas will be a regular in this side when he's fit, because he needs to improve his defence a little bit, but he's getting better with every game. He loves the fast tracks, he's very enthusiastic, not a bad kicker. I'm a big fan of Oscar Thomas. And I think him and Johnny Campbell can make names for themselves in this championship and going into Super League.
From the restart, Simon Brown, the former Batley standoff, although he did play loose forward under John Keir at Mount Pleasant, just taken in from this main stand side by Campbell, so Bradford lucky to get away with that one. It was a clever kick-off, and immediately Leroy will crash onto the ball, and he's brought down 10 shy of halfway on tackle number 2. Bradford using the forwards as it goes from Moore to Murray along the line to Magrin, and the former London Broncos player is going to win another penalty, second penalty of the match. The referee Liam Moore is saying that Strafford and Hope were laying on in the tackle, delaying the play of the ball, and it's a penalty to the Bulls on the halfway line, and Lilly will strike in and find touch in this main stand side, 25 out from the Sheffield line. Make that 20 metres, a booming kick. Sheffield under a lot of pressure early doors. It's tapped by Campbell. Go Johnny go, he's wrapped up 10 out from the Eagles line, 20 in from this main stand side as it goes out to Dan Murray. Murray crashes onto it to Magrin, and Magrin's wrapped up, beg your pardon, it's Roach. Roach is wrapped up 2 shy of the try line. It goes from left to right, out to Thomas. Thomas feeds in Oakes, and Oakes is wrapped up 5 out from the Sheffield line, 5 in from the terrace, the popular stand side. This is tackle number 3 coming up. It goes from Thomas. This is Magrin. Magrin turned in the tackle. Big strong boy. Wrapped up 2 shy. 10 to the left of the post. They're going on the blind side. Thomas tries to pirouette his way past the Eagles defence. He's on top of the line, and he's brought down a metre shy on the last tackle. 11 minutes gone. Bulls 12, Eagles 0. Bradford looking for a third try after a blistering start. Lily Peppers one through, picked up there by Gary Lowe, the Papua New Guinean, and he will turn defence into attack, and he's wrapped up 10 out from his own line, and that was a little bit of a poor kick from Jordan Lilly, and now Bradford have encroached in the 10. Markers not square. First penalty of the afternoon for Sheffield, 25 out from their own line. This will be a huge respite, and they will in turn tap the ball 35 out from the Bradford line.
That's a good kick from Sheffield, and that was a good return from Mark. Sorry for, was it Menzieri? No, it was Gary Lowe, wasn't it? Gary Lowe, that's right. And he alleviated a lot of trouble there, but the kick could have been slightly better from Lilly. You're right, Michael.
So Sheffield playing the ball, 20 out from the Bradford line. 12 and a half gone. Bulls 12, Eagles 0. Early tries from Ryan and Bentley, and the 15 out now as a play the ball, goes out to Fozzard. Fozzard gives it to James, and Matthew James is wrapped up by 3 Bulls defenders. Lilly in with Price, also Magrin, and they're 5 out from the line. They're coming on this main stand side. A short pass there from Brown to Yeri. Yeri, quick play the ball over from dummy half. Will go Matty Fozzard. Fozzard though.
This is the Big Match Live on BCB 106.6 FM. Brought to you by Provident, supporting Bull supporters home and away. Visit facebook.com/supporting Bulls for your chance to win.
Goes from Moore, across the face of the post is made. Smith to Price, Price to Oakes, out to Ryan, Ryan in the corner. Oh my God, is he a trapeze artist in a circus or what? He's picked up by Campbell, Campbell's picked up the pass, he's got 90 metres to go in front of him, he's got Farrell chasing him, Campbell's gonna go, it's the home run, go Johnny go, Campbell's over, try number 6, for the Bradford Bulls and potentially the game. Moore, it goes back to Thomas. Thomas to win it. Thomas with a drop goal. Jack Smith says yes.
We do seem to have lost the match just briefly. We will be back with you as soon as possible. Do stay tuned.
And mud and blood and sweat, can't breathe, can't stand, but it ain't over yet. Condition to be hard against the pain. We find bodies, focus minds, going insane. You hear my ooh, ah, you hear my ooh, ah. If you hear the war cry, you know where you are. You're watching us do battle, a daily dosage of pain. Hurting a cow of crazy food because I love this game. You hear my ooh, ah, ooh, ah. We run with the bulls, we're alright. We run with the bulls, we're alright. We run with the bulls, we're alright. We're alright. Come on. Every time, take it to the line. You can't stop a bull when he's made up his mind. We're alright, we're alright. Go, 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 go. We got the power, we know the way.
Has had the advantage, and Bradford checking their options that little bit better.
Yeah.
And of course,
Oscar
that's
Thomas,
why they're in the lead.
Oscar Thomas then just taking the ball with the feet, and he's going to be wrapped up. 15 out from his own try line, 15 and a half gone on the clock. It is Bradford 12, Sheffield 0. And he's wrapped up there. That's Johnny Campbell. Could have won a penalty there for the Bulls. Referee Liam Moore not perplexed by it all. Just rubs away the claims, and it is going to be Amari Caro out of dummy half, and he's going to take Bradford 15 shy of the halfway line. He's still moving forward, Amari Caro. Ethan Ryan now in at dummy half, trying to attack those Sheffield markers. Last tackle play for the Bradford Bulls. They're 2 shy of the halfway line, inside their own half as it goes there from Moore to Lilly. Lilly puts one up, Gary Lowe takes it, but he's immediately tackled there by Leroy and Campbell, and the ball's been reefed out in the tackle, says referee Liam Moore. So the penalty count now is at 3 penalties apiece, and a bit of indiscipline creeping in the Bulls' performance, Obbo.
Yeah, there was no need for that there. They did try and reek the ball out and gain the advantage, but the referee was right on the spot. The Sheffield players were going nowhere. They were held down in the tackle. There were more tackles to come, but that indiscipline has created a situation where now they're defending on the haunches, on their own 20-metre mark.
So Sheffield 35 out from the Bradford line. If you're just joining us, it's BCB 106.6 FM. Mick Liddell, Mark Hobson, and it is the Bulls leading 12-0 after early tries from Ethan Ryan and James Bentley. Out of dummy half, it's going to go from Fozzard to Wealdon. This is the former Hulkester Rovers player, wrapped up, 20 out. In front of the Bulls post, there's options to the left, to the right there for Fozzard. Fozzard goes to Brown. Brown thought about the pass towards Miller and Yeri, but he'll drop the shoulder and he'll take a tackle. Superb defence there from Colton Roach. Sheffield not being given an inch thus far. It goes out of dummy half to Brown. Looping pass on the far stand side to Blackmore. Ben Blackmore palms it back inside. Sheffield have knocked the ball on, but the referee is going to give Sheffield a 4th penalty of the match. He stopped the clock. We'll see what Liam Moore's going to do. He's only 21. He's from Wigan. He officiated the Bulls pre-season game at Keighley. This is his first appearance in the Championship, and he's just, I presume, lucky to find where Leon Price is, although he's just going to, I think, just give Sheffield the mark. So time back on, Sheffield's 4th penalty of the match. So a bit of ill discipline for the Bulls here. They're 5 out from the Bradford line. Their first real effort of concerted pressure as Bradford have to absorb everything. It goes out on the far stand side to Spedding, the former Leeds Rhinos youngster, now at St Helens on loan on dual reg. He's wrapped up 10 out from the Bradford line. Sheffield attacking the South Bank side here at Odsal, the hospitality end, and it's still Bradford 12, Sheffield 0. 18 gone, more pressure for the Bulls to absorb. It goes to Brown to Miller along the line to James, forward pass. He's seen there by the touches on this main stand side. He gives referee Moore the nod, and it will be a scrum to Bradford. 10 out from their own line, and I think we've got to give huge credit there, huge plaudits to the Bradford Bulls defence, Mark. They've certainly come out, set the stall up, and they're allowing Sheffield to make the errors.
They are forcing Sheffield to make the errors with good defence, good man-on-man marking, no sliding defence, good one-on-one, man-on-man marking. Sheffield have woken up, they've stepped up their pace, stepped up the ante, but good tackling, frustrating Sheffield and forcing them to the error. Good defensive stuff, and I guess a lot better than it was at Oldham last week.
Sheffield's last visit here was the Championship Shield game. Bradford winning that one, 27 points to 16. Sheffield giving the Bulls an almighty scare though. 2 late tries from Chris Wellham, seeing the Bulls lift up their first piece of silverware. 2017's a whole different kettle of fish. It's all about survival from the Championship. They're over on the fast hand side via Ross Hooks. Back down the middle, they'll come with Murray. Murray wrapped up 10 shy of the halfway line. Quick play the ball from Scott Moore. Moore to Roach. Roach takes Bradford up and over halfway on the last tackle. The 5 inside Sheffield territory. Moore to Lilly. Lilly's going to kick between Miller and Lowe again. Lowe takes it. 5 out from his line, turns defence into attack, meets the red, amber and black shirted defence resistance. 12 out from his own line. Miller scoops the ball up in the right arm out of dummy half, and he's wrapped up just outside his own 20. 20 gone here. Bulls 12, Eagles 0.
When is a kick a good kick, Mick? That's the question I'm going to ask. I'm going to pause. I'm going to give you the answer. When it goes straight down the throat of a good international, Patrick international, and he regains yardage from where the kick was kicked, it's not a good kick. Lily's got to put it a little bit high in the air because you're not going to get it down the throat and get enough time to get your players up there, kicking it straight down the breadbasket of either Lowe or Menzieri or Spedding or Blackmore, any of those guys. The return kick for Sheffield is too good. It's going to go high up in the air, force them to look at the sun, maybe drop the ball and give the Bulls defence an extra second or two to get up into the faces of the Sheffield players. Well,
the Bradford Bulls have just given away penalty number 5 as Dan Murray went high on Menzieri. Simon Brown found touch, 35 out from the Bradford line, and they're going to play the ball instead of tapping it. Well, the referee's made a bit of a mistake there, but the Bulls won't mind. We've had 21 minutes gone. Sheffield, though, asking questions of the Bulls as Fozzard gets the ball out of dummy half to James. James is wrapped up. 15 out from the Bradford line, and it is going to be a 6th penalty of the afternoon to Sheffield. Sheffield now winning the count, 6-3. They're going to be on the team warning soon, you feel. The referee, though, just happy to let Bradford give the penalties away and soak up the pressure. Sheffield tap it. It goes to Wheeldon. Wheeldon plays the ball out to Brown. Brown across the face of the post to Scott, and it's another forward pass. Well, I hate to say it, or should I say, I like to say it from a Bradford point of view, but Sheffield are playing almost like Bradford were last week. They're having the opportunities. They're not capitalising on the territorial advantage where they have, and that is error number 7 from Mark Aston's side.
You're absolutely right, Mick. They've got the territorial advantage. They've been in this Bulls defensive red zone for quite some time now. There are equal amounts of field position to Bradford, but they've not scored any points, and they're playing catch-up football because they're 12 behind, so they're forcing it. The flat pass there, unlucky. It's one you would work, but it didn't work because the referee was right there and he adjusted it to be slightly forward.
From the scrum then, Campbell on tackle 1, Moore to Murray. This will be the 2nd tackle from the Bulls. They're 15 shy of the halfway line, inside their own half. Murray will play the ball, left of centre field. They go towards the tunnel stand side as it goes out to Bentley. Bentley to Oakes. Oakes is wrapped up in a 2-man tackle there, led by Speeding and Elliot Minchella. Minchella wrapping him up. Moore. Little scurry out of dummy half, tucks that ball under his right arm and takes Bradford 5 inside the Sheffield half. There's a tackle remaining in this set of 6. We've got 18 minutes to go to half time. It's Bulls 12, Eagles 0 as it goes down the middle with Roach. Roach is wrapped up, 10 out from the Sheffield 30. It goes from Lilly. Lilly goes high in the corner. It's taken there by young Jake Spedding, 20 years of age, and now Bradford have given away penalty number 7 away because they've encroached in the 10 on the kick. and that is 7 penalties to Sheffield in 22.5 minutes, and Lee Beattie, Jeff Tuvey will be absolutely spinning feathers at the Bulls' poor ill-discipline. They're currently averaging 11 penalties a match, so it's looking like it's going to be another high penalty count against the Bulls. And now referee Liam Moore, I think, has got the nod from the match commissioner directly behind us, and he's just had a quick word with Leon Price, and they will set their stall up the Bulls. 5 shy of the halfway line. Sheffield have the ball. James Bentley just getting a bit of strapping applied across the face, a bit of a cut, we feel. So Sheffield come at the Bulls. Tackle number 1, the 5 out from the halfway line, just to the right hand side of centre field. They come down the middle with big front row forward Scott Wielden, but he can't get past the Scott Moore and Colton Roach in defence. Quick play the ball up and over halfway. As we said, the sun bearing down on Odsal here as Matt James is wrapped up in a 3-man tackle led by Wilkinson and Kirk, who've just come on the field. Leroya with the experience. It goes to Brown. Brown with a flat pass to Scott. Scott's wrapped up on tackle number 4. He's pushing and shoving in the tackle. Could have been a penalty to the Bulls, that, but play on is the call. It goes out from Fozzard. Fozzard to Brown, and Brown gives it there to Rielden, and he's wrapped up on the 5th and last. 15 out. It goes to Brown. Brown crossfield kick looking for Menzieri and Law. Sheffield have knocked that forward. It will be a tap on the 20, although the touch judge has said it's come off Johnny Campbell, and it will be a goal line dropout. I don't agree with that decision. I'd like to see a replay of that. But the Bulls, they'll not have to keep that mental discipline, that mental concentration. They can't feel hard done by, but surely that come off a Sheffield Eagles player.
Well, I thought it did, but you know, that was a well-worked move by Sheffield there, and number 3 Menzier was crying for that ball right before the last tackle went to the floor, and it's a well-worked move. He can jump and pluck him out of the air, and he's very physical, so it's something Bradford have to watch, but I think they'll find themselves unlucky there. I think that was knocked out by a Sheffield player.
Thomas goes long and high up to the Bradford 40, immediately carried back towards the post by Wielden, and now goes Fozzard out of dummy half. He'll get to his feet, plays the ball, pass on the inside, back again to Wielden. Wielden, lot of experience, looks to offload the ball, but Wilkinson comes in at the
This is the Big Match Live on BCB 106.6 FM. Brought to you by Provident, supporting Bulls supporters home and away. Visit facebook.com/supporting Bulls for your chance to win.
Goes from Moore, across the face of the post to Smith. Smith to Price, Price towards, out to Ryan. Ryan in the corner. Oh my God! Is he a trapeze artist in a circus or what? He's picked up by Campbell. Campbell's picked up the pass. He's got 90 metres to go in front of him. He's got Farrell chasing him. Campbell's gonna go. It's the home run. Go Johnny, go! Campbell's over. Try number 6 for the Bradford Bulls, and potentially the game. Moore, it goes back to Thomas. Thomas to win it. Thomas with a drop goal. Jack Smith says yes. The cost.
They've been very much under the cost. Need some firepower out there, some big hitters who can put the big hits in and knock Sheffield about a bit, take the steam out of them. Sheffield right back into this game, and territorially Sheffield had a lot more territorial advantage than Bradford in the last 20 minutes. So Bradford lead 12-0, which is a credit to the way they've finished their last tackles.
Yeah, Bradford not having it their own way.
Not by any stretch of the imagination.
Last 10 minutes, that pendulum momentum has gone to the visitors Sheffield, but credit to the Bulls. This will be their 5th set of 6 they've got to repel. Sheffield, you feel, have to score. It'll knock their confidence. 14 out from half-time. Bulls 12, Eagles 0, and the 20 out from the Bradford line. Across the face of the post they go. Down the middle, they'll front up with Hope. Hope is wrapped up there by Moore, also by Kirk, and James Davis in the tackle, so that's his first action as a Bulls player. Out it goes, fast hands to Miller. Miller once again felled there by Ryan. He'll get up and he'll continue his surge forward to the line, and he's wrapped up by Leroy. 2 metres out from the line, flat pass. Sheffield are going to crash underneath the sticks here. That was Matty Fozzard. Bullock pass into the breadbasket, and Sheffield have their first try underneath the sticks, and it's got to be said, it has been coming. The pressure has been insurmountable. The Bulls, unfortunately, have just let it go in, and it is Will Hope, the loose forward, who crashes on and crashes underneath the sticks. Kick to come from Simon Brown. Bulls 12, Eagles 4.
That was bound to come because the Bulls have put themselves under too much pressure, having to defend their own line for too many continuous sets. Just went to sleep that little bit there. What basically happened is that the Sheffield player shot to the left-hand side of the ruck area, and then there was a quick play of the ball, a very, very quick play of the ball. The bullet pass must have gone 30 metres to the right-hand side, and Will Hope saw that. He ran onto it like an express train. If you get that right, that's difficult to defend against. In fact, almost impossible to defend against. Bradford couldn't defend against it because they were on the way back to the line. They weren't turned on round and facing front on the goal line D. So they had the half-back turn to the Sheffield defence because of the quick play of the ball and the flat pass, and that's why they're trying in. Very, very good try from Sheffield, that, and I think you'll try to see that move worked again. That was a training ground move, was that, and it worked to a T, and it caught Bradford out.
Simon Brown, 6 from 6 last week in Sheffield's back-to-back victory against the London Broncos. He makes no mistake from in front, and after 27 minutes on the Provident scoreboard, it says Bradford 12, Sheffield 6, and the Bulls know they're in a real battle after having that early dominance with those 2 early tries inside 8 first half minutes. Lilly back on the restart is going to go 10 out from the Sheffield line. It's taken there by Minchella. Minchella dances with the ball before in turn giving it there to Trout, and he's going to be wrapped up. 20 out from the Sheffield line, and here comes Sheffield taking the game to the Bulls. 3 tackles gone, the 10 shy of halfway. Matty Fozzard is directing that movement and flow out of dummy half, and it's going to go there to Scott, and Sam Scott is wrapped up. The Lee low knee for Sheffield. 5 inside the Bradford half. Fozzard once again to Hope, the try scorer. He's going to be wrapped up on tackle number 4 there. 38 metres out from the Bulls line. It's sent to field, and they've come up with error number 8. A relieving error for the Bulls because it has been Sheffield the last 10 minutes.
It has, all
and
over
with
Bradford.
29 minutes on the clock, it remains Bulls 12, Eagles 6.
What's been happening basically is that the Sheffield pack are well on top of Bradford. Left and right of the ruck area, they're moving out of the defensive line very quickly. They're scrambling in defence very, very quickly. But when they're moving forward, they're moving forward with a bit more aggression than Bradford, running onto the ball that little bit harder, varying the options of which way they run. It's a Bradford fringe attack that I think that are keeping Bradford in the game. The speed of their legs.
Johnny Campbell. Sorry to interrupt, Tobbo. Johnny Campbell from that scrum.
That's got to be a
shy
red, yellow
of
card.
halfway, has been turned in the tackle. Campbell is down. The referee has stopped the clock. I don't think the referee saw it and
No, I don't think he did. I think that's the problem, and neither did the linesman, which is a worry.
The linesman has not even come on the field, but Johnny Campbell, it was one of those NRL type wrestling crusher tackles, and now the referee is going to call the touch judge on this main stand side. And there was 3 Sheffield Eagles defenders. It happened in the blink of an eye, and referee Liam Moore,
yes, it did, to be fair. Yes.
A rookie official in his first championship fixture, has a decision to make. The crowd, you can hear him in the background, is going to the back pocket. Menzieri is going to be
that's right.
10
that's
minutes
exactly right.
in the sin bin. And I think the referee has got that absolutely spot on. It was a crushing tackle, and you've got to look at Campbell, who's got up groggily and gingerly and looks like he might just be able to continue. But it is a penalty to the Bradford Bulls. They're 4 for the match, 10 shy of halfway. Sheffield, though, down to 12 men till half time.
That was a good piece of refereeing because he didn't see it. You're absolutely right, Mike. He did not see that. He wasn't sure. He asked his linesman. Lineman stood firm, went to his back pocket, and that was right. That's dangerous. That might just cool the Sheffield team down. They've been very, very, not aggressive, but very, very physical, as you should be in rugby league football. In fact, a bit more physical than the Bradford Bulls. But let's hope they can make something of this Sheffield defence that's a man down.
Bradford, 20 out from the Sheffield line. 10 to go to half-time. Price to Thomas. Thomas to Ross Oakes. Ross Oakes is going to cross for try number 8. It's almost like Ryan and Oakes are telepathic. They're trying to outdo each other. It's a 3rd try for the Bulls, and some Ill discipline from the Eagles has cost them dearly. The crusher tackle on Johnny Campbell. Menzieri dispatched for 10. Lilly found touch. 30 out from the Sheffield line. And after 2 strong drives from Murray and Kirk, it was neat hands from Lilly and Price to Thomas. And on the angled run behind the Sheffield defence goes Ross Oakes. Bulls 16, Eagles 6.
Yes, from an indiscretion there by the Sheffield Eagles, the Bradford Bulls took advantage of the penalty, moved the ball to the fringes where they're actually out playing Sheffield superbly. The passing of Price, the vision and footwork that he's got with many, many years of experience, but the ball ended up in the hands of Ross Oakes, who I think will going to be a massive player. I think he's a Super League player in the making, this guy. His footwork there to cut in off his left leg onto his right, the balance of that through the Sheffield defence the wrong way, and then he careered over and scored a try. Superb stuff.
Oscar Thomas, 15 metres out from the post, 10 to the left hand side. Can he keep up his immaculate 100% record this afternoon in the heat at Odsall? Yes, he can. 3 from 3 attempts, 6 crucial points to add to the tries from Ryan, Bentley and Oakes. And with 9 minutes remaining in the first half, the Bulls have restored their 12-point lead. It is the Bulls 18, the Eagles 6.
Very, very good for the Bradford Bulls. We talked about the firmer pitches, we talked about the warmer weather, we talked about the youth and exuberance. And they're going to cut the mistakes out. They play some great attacking football to the Bulls. And they have got back into the game now by a sheer piece of class. Passing class over on the left-hand side of the pitch and finishing by Ross Oakes. Superb finishing.
8.5 to go. The Bulls on the restart. Thomas takes tackle number 1. Caro picks it up. Out of dummy half he'll go. 5 metres forward. Tackle number 2. Gets up, plays the ball. Here goes Campbell. Campbell on a mazy run towards the popular stand side. Wrapped up 15 shy of halfway on tackle number 3. Campbell wants to go in at dummy half and just alleviate a burden on the forwards, and he'll be wrapped up on tackle number 4, 7 shy of halfway to the left hand side of centre field. More out of dummy half, has options to Thomas. Thomas along the line, beautiful hands from the Bulls. Bentley to Oakes, back on the inside, Oakes to Bentley. Bentley's going to score in the corner. That well could be the Bulls try of the month for April, and we're only 2 weeks in. The Bulls have hit Sheffield with a double. It's 22 points to 6, and what a cruel blow for the Eagles. Down to 12 men. The Bulls ruthlessly exposed the extra man.
They did indeed, Michael. They broke away on the halfway line, didn't they? It was superb vision. You could see that was a try coming all the way. Great running onto the football. When you've got a good balanced running from a centre that's got good footwork, it's unbelievable. They broke away through Oakes, good into passing, good support play. Bentley supported Oakes on his shoulder. He knew he couldn't get there. He passed it back inside, sprinted. A lot of work still to be done. Sprinted from 20 metres out and dived and touched down in the corner. And you can't coach pace, and Bradford Bulls have got that in abundance. If they can match Sheffield with the firepower up front, and I thought the Sheffield pack were getting on top of Bradford up until about 10 minutes ago, then they'll win this game quite comfortably. But this is going to be a nice lead the Bulls have got now, and it's good, attractive rugby league football in the sunshine, in front of what looks to me, Mick, to be a slightly bigger crowd than the last time I was here.
Yeah, well, as we heard from Operations Director Russ McFarlane before the game, he's relatively pleased and, overwhelmed, perhaps is the word, that all the crowds thus far have been over 4,000. And when you think back to that first home game against Rochdale, just the main stand open, the snow, the sleet, the mud, it's credit to the Bulls that these supporters are back in the vision of both Andrew Chalmers and Graham Lowe. So Oscar Thomas then, difficult assignment of the afternoon thus far. 6.5 out from half time. Bradford with 4 tries, a double from Bentley, Ryan and Oakes. This though, 25 out from the sticks, a metre in from the Provident stand side, and it's just gonna go over. That one caught the humidity inside Odsall, and this drops over the red, amber and black dot. Superb goal kicking from Oscar Thomas. 4 from 4 attempts. Bulls 24, Eagles 6.
Bradford Bulls on fire on the flanks today, and the Lilly Price combination working very well, but I've been very, very impressed with Scott Moore's ability to get the ball out from dummy half very, very, very quickly. And the pace and the youthful exuberance again of the Bradford Bulls is totally overcoming what is a big, powerful Sheffield side. And when Bradford hit the ball wide, Sheffield have absolutely no answer to it. No answer whatsoever.
Bulls 24, Eagles 6. 6 minutes remaining. 4 tries so far. Ethan Ryan will take the restart. Plays the ball. Thomas out of dummy half. 15 shy halfway already. Scott Moore down the middle. Here goes Davies. Davies striding forward on his debut. 10, 15 metres made there on the halfway line. And they're now inside the Sheffield Eagles half as it goes out from Moore to Leroyer. And Leroyer is wrapped up. 30 out from the Sheffield Eagles try line. The Frenchman gets to his feet, plays the ball. Lilly down the middle, it goes with Wilkinson. Wilkinson, strong, tenacious running, wrapped up fifth and last. The 25 out from the Eagles line, centre field. It goes from Moore to Lilly. Lilly, a tester there for the fullback Miller. Miller takes it on his own try line and is wrapped up there by Lilly and Leroyer. 5 out from his own line. So with 5 minutes remaining, Bradford leading 24-6. It's certainly been a productive first half, and they've certainly shown the supporters that there has been a reaction after the harsh criticism after that defeat against Oldham last week. So far, just the one error, and that was on the restart after the opening try from Ethan Ryan. Sheffield, though, 30 out from their own line to the right of centre field. Really struggling now to punch holes in this Bulls defence as Kirk, Davis swarm upon the big man Mexico. Mexico will get to his feet. Fozzard in at dummy half. They're going to kick early in the count, trying to turn Oscar Thomas around. That one's just caught the Speedway corner, and it bullets dead into the vision on Hordings in front of the South Bank stand. So it will be a 7 tackle set coming up for the Bulls, and this will be the 0 tackle, and Lily's going to tap it on his own 20. 4 minutes remaining here. Tries from Ryan, Oakes, a brace from Bentley, Thomas 4 from 4. Bulls leading by 18 as Dan Murray comes back on the field. And after a quick tap and tackle by Campbell, he'll take the second tackle, 10 shy halfway, plays it 30 out from his own line. Moore along the line to Bentley. Bentley tries to get past Minchella, and he can, and he's brought down now 5 inside the Eagles half. 2 tackles gone, another penalty to the Bulls now. Sheffield, and that's the youngster Spedding, just putting his hands in, not allowing Bentley to get to his feet and play the ball. And the Bulls, they've had the last 3 penalties now. The penalty count 7-5 in favour of the Eagles. And Bradford, you feel, are going to look to post a 5th try. Lily's going to find touch, 20 out. Let's see what the Bulls can do here. 3.5 out from half time. They're going to tap it with Oakes. 5 in from touch. Oakes taps it on his foot, gives it there to Moore. Moore down the middle to Murray. Murray, the Salford loanee, perhaps could be in contention to be recalled over the Easter period. He's wrapped up 15 shy of the halfway line in centre field. It goes from Moore to Price. Price bullet pass there along the line to Bentley, and Bentley's going to be wrapped up a metre shy of that Sheffield try line. 5 in from touch. The wrestling in the tackle. It's another penalty to the Bradford Bulls, and Sheffield want to be careful. They've still got Menzieri in the sin bin here. They're still down to 12, and it's a 6th penalty of the afternoon to the Bulls, and they're just going to kick to touch is Leon Price, and they'll tap the ball 10 out from the Eagles line. So Sheffield backed up on the try line. Once again, it's that man Oakes. Oakes to Wilkinson. Wilkinson will have a tilt at the line, brought down in a 2-man tackle. 10 to the left-hand side of the sticks. 5 away from that Eagles chalk. Moore to Murray. Murray to Moore. Moore's lost the ball. Sheffield have picked up the pass. That's the first Bradford Bulls error in open play, and that's Manny Fozzard, who's gone 50 metres up to halfway line on the 0 tackle. So a bit of a miscommunication there from the Bulls, and now Sheffield have a chance to close the gap with 2 minutes remaining in this first half. Out of dummy half it goes with Gary Lowe. Gary Lowe puts the fend in. It's brought down in a 2-man tackle there by Murray and Campbell. 25 out from the Bradford line. 10 in from that far stand side as it goes from Brown down the middle to Mexico. Leroyer in defence, and he's going to be wrapped up. 20 out in front of the Bull sticks. This is tackle number 4 coming up. It goes out to Brown, to Minchella. Minchella along the line to Trout, the former Dewsbury second row forward. Is going to be wrapped up. 15 out from the Bradford line. They go down the middle with Mark Mexico. Mark Mexico puts the fend in. He's offloaded the ball, but it's gone forward in the tackle. Sheffield are going to try and claim a try by Sam Scott, but referee Liam Moore on point. He saw that the pass, the offload in the tackle from Mark Mexico had gone forward, and that's Sheffield's 9th error in the first half. I'll get my breath back. We've got 90 seconds remaining. It is the Bulls 24, Eagles 6.
Yeah, the pendulum swung back in the favour of the Bradford Bulls, quite frankly, because the speed of the play of the ball with Scott Moore. That starts everything going forward. Then they've got good vision across to Price. He's used his hands, not his legs, but his hands and his brain to bring the runners on. I think Oscar Thomas has been superlative in this first half. He's my man of the match so far. He's joined the line, he's got involved, he's great in broken play. But the Bulls a little bit too quick for the Sheffield Eagles, where Sheffield Eagles have struck a chord and done well for themselves is when they play it down the central channel. They've matched Bradford toe-to-toe pack-wise, but they've nobody of the pace and ingenuity out wide of a Thomas, a Lilly or a Price, particularly Price and I think Thomas to me today being very good. But Scott Moore, very, very clever player at dummy half, going and taking the ball, looking which way to play it, looking where the gaps are in the Sheffield defence, and I think he's been superb for me.
Well played, just back underway. The referee just allowing Leon Price to let the physio see him, and out of dummy half it goes from Moore to Lilly. Lilly is caught high across the face, 25 out from his own try line. So another penalty that's gone the way of the Bulls. 14 penalties in this first half, 7 penalties apiece, and with 40 seconds remaining, Lilly finds touch on halfway. So Ross Oakes will tap it, gives it there to Bentley. Bentley to Davis. Davis, big strong lad, wrapped up. 5 inside the Sheffield Eagles half. It goes out to Moore. Moore to Lilly. Lilly gets the ball out of the tackle to Thomas. Thomas can see open field in front of him, and Thomas is wrapped up. 25 out from the Eagles try line. Bradford have 25 seconds remaining. If they could cross for a 5th try, it'll make Sheffield's task a that little bit harder. They're still down to 12 men, remember, and we've got 16 seconds remaining now, and the 15 out over on the far stand side. Ross Oakes will get to his feet. Bentley will go from dummy half. 10 seconds remaining. Price to Lilly. Lilly tries a drop goal. It's been charged down. It's back to 1. There's 5 seconds remaining. Kick over the top there from the Maricaro. It's picked up by Miller. Miller's going forward. He's going to be wrapped up by Price and Murray, and that brings an end to the first half here at the Provident Stadium. It is round 9 in the Kingston Press Championship, and it is the Bradford Bulls 24, the Sheffield Eagles 6. You can almost be certain, Hobbo, there is going to be response from the Eagles.
Without a shadow of a doubt. Any team coached by Mark Aston, Mick, will respond, because he was a great player, great scrum half. He's been, you cut him open, the Sheffield in his blood. He'll have read the right acts. They'll come out very physical, and I think they'll cut the errors out, and he can be sure the Bradford Bulls in for a right old second half, I can tell you. But I think Bradford have done enough. I think they're looking confident. I think looking good. I'd give Amari Carroll a few more runs. I'd have him come in at maybe the second and third receiver. Sorry, first receiver, second and third tackle. He has done there. Looked to help the forwards out that little bit. I thought I was quite impressed by Murray when he came on, and for his stint. And Leon Price, I think, has just shown why you need a guy of that experience out there on the field. I think it's going to be interesting second half. More points to be scored. And as you alluded to in your pre-match amble, Sheffield leaked 40 on average a week. Bradford leaked 29. So it's obviously always going to be a high-scoring game.
So Bradford from the restart then, the resumption of the second half, final 40 minutes. James Davis will take the ball in on the last tackle, 30 out from the Sheffield line. It goes from Moore to Lilly. Lilly on this main stand side towards Ben Blackmore, and Ben Blackmore's immediately wrapped up, 5 out from his own try line by Caro and Oakes. Spedding in at dummy half. He's going to flyer it down the middle to Mexico. Matt Mexico wrapped and dumped on his side. He'll get to his feet, and he'll play the ball just to the right of centre field. Gary Lowe will pick the ball up, and he's wrapped up on tackle number 3 by Davis and Wilkinson. And Davis and Wilkinson double team tackle. Sheffield are still just 22 metres out from their own line on tackle number 4. We've had 90 seconds gone in this second half, and Mexico puts the coal in the furnace, and he'll take Sheffield up and over their own 40, and he's going to be pinged by the referee Liam Moore here for moving off the mark. Referee Liam Moore saying that Mark Mexico, the ball carrying arm, was on the Sheffield 40, and he was tearing away up to halfway. So an 8th penalty of the match for the Bradford Bulls. 40 out from the Sheffield post. Jordan Lilly just talking to Leon Price. They look towards Lee Beattie. They're not going to go for 2. They're going to find touch, and Lilly finds touch. 20 out from that Sheffield try line. As we said, half-time, Halifax 4, Dewsbury 6. Bradford know that they need to win at all costs, especially if Dewsbury are going to start picking up points. Davis will tap it. Tackle number 1. Wrapped up 15 out from the Sheffield try line. Quick play the ball there to Price. Price to Wilkinson, and Wilkinson's going to be wrapped up. just to the left-hand side of the sticks, get to his feet. It goes to Leon Price. He'll bring the house down if Leon can cross for his first try of the season. And he's wrapped up a metre shy of the Sheffield try line. It's been a positive start from the Bulls. Crisp passing out of dummy half from Moore to Murray, and Murray a touchdown for the Bulls.
Of course it is.
Impossible situation there
from
Dan Murray. Sheffield couldn't bring him down, and when they finally brought him down, the Salford loanee, the big prop forward who celebrated his 21st birthday last week, he just crashed over the line. 10 metres to the left-hand side of the 6, just the start. The Bulls want it. It's Bulls 28, Eagles 6.
Very impressive young man and a big future in the game. He's impressed me today. Probably Bradford's best go forward. And they should have stopped him there. That was terrible defence from Sheffield, but take nothing away from him. He sprinted at that line, he hit him hard. He went low like all good forwards should do, going near the line. And they thought they'd got him, they thought they held him. They thought the referee was going to shout held, did the Sheffield forwards, because he was sort of half held. He managed to wriggle his big frame around, pure brute strength, and get the ball down. Play to the whistle, defend better, but that's a great try for Murray, and he deserves that because he's worked hard in the last 3 or 4 games I've seen him in, Mick, and superb.
Second try for the club. He really does. When I speak to him at Tong, he really does want to make his Super League debut for Salford at some point this season, and I suspect Ian Watson will be giving him the nod.
That's the problem, Michael. I mean, if he, the Easter period, which starts next week, my goodness, can I believe it, Easter next week, people will get recalled. People want to use the loan players if they get injuries, and that could hurt the Bradford Bulls, couldn't it? Let's see how that pans out in the next 2 or 3 weeks.
Thomas yet to miss this afternoon. Radar light with that left boot over the red, amber and black dot between the posts. And Dan Murray's try in the 43rd minute of this match is converted by Oscar Thomas. 5 from 5 attempts. It is Bradford Bulls 30. The Sheffield Eagles 6. Dan Murray's try there, Bradford's 49th of the season, and we're going to see the 50th posted. We're only at week 9. Bradford have got the 3rd best attack in the championship, although Sheffield, via the boot of Simon Brown, have got the ball back from the restart.
Again.
So Bradford have switched off, and it's with ball in hand with Mary Fozzard, and Fozzard is going to give it down the middle to Mexico. Mexico trundles onto the ball, wrapped up in a 3-man tackle. 10 out from the Ruler Lane Terracine, 10 out from the Bradford Bulls line. Mexico gets to his feet. Fozzard has options to his left, goes down the middle with Reelden wrapped up in the tackle. Wilkinson went low, so too James Davis, who's having an impressive Stainton debut. It goes out to Brown to Miller. Miller is going to be wrapped up. 5 out from the Bradford line, 5 in from the far stand side, in front of the touchdown restaurant side. Miller gives it there, down the middle. They're going to try and score. The Sheffield Eagles, last tackle, good defence there from Lilly and Davis. It is a last tackle. Mexico over the line, but he's coughed up the pill, and it will be a tap on the 20. That is the 11th error for the Eagles, and despite back-to-back wins against Swinton and London, they're looking a shadow of the former selves. Certainly London, a difficult side to beat in the championship, and it's all going wrong for Mark Aston's side as we've had 5 minutes gone in this second half. The referee just going to stop the clock because Mark Mexico has a bit of a facial injury in back play, and that's holding up play. But oh boy, strong defence from the Bulls, restricting the Eagles so far to 6.
It is good defence from the Bulls, but he dropped the ball there, did Mark Mexico. He was over the line. The defence just around the ruck here needs to be a little bit tighter from the Bradford Bulls. A lot of work to be done with the forwards for me if we get back into the Super League in the next 2 or 3 seasons. But great performance, and you can only do what you can do and play against the team you're playing against. And they're playing all right at Sheffield, they're doing nothing wrong at all. They're a big unit, the forwards are, and Bradford are just equal to it, but the slick speed of pass and the fleet of foot of Bradford is too much for Sheffield to handle once they get to full flight.
2 tackles gone from that restart. Chris Bands there from Moore to Price. Price to Bentley. Bentley's wrapped up 5 metres inside the Eagles' half. Moore messing around at the play of the ball. Another penalty forthcoming, and there's no sympathy here for the Sheffield Eagles. They know they've got to do better. Sam Scott was just literally there like a statue on the floor. Referee Liam Moore having none of it, and that is the 9th penalty of the match to the Bradford Bulls as Elliot Minchella just argues with the referee. on the Sheffield 40. Lily will strike aim all day and takes Bradford within 20. So we've had 6.5 minutes gone in the second half. Bradford further extending the lead after a try from Murray. It's 30 points to 6, and they're looking hungry. They're looking for more points here, as it's going to be tapped there by Murray. Murray plays the ball. It goes out to Moore to Davis. Davis, the 23-year-old, wrapped up 8 shy of the Sheffield line in centre field. Moore, beautiful ball to Lily, back on the inside from Leroy. Leroy has just lost the ball. Sheffield pick it up with Miller. Miller tries a amazing run, trying to evade one, evade two, immediately wrapped up there by Murray and Davies. Also in there was Johnny Campbell, and now Sheffield will get a penalty. So Bradford coming up with error number 3 of the match, as there's a player down in back play. It's Ethan Ryan. The referee has not seen Ethan Ryan down there. Now he has. He'll stop the clock. And I think, Bradford there just a little bit too fancy throwing the ball around.
Yes,
abandoned.
yes, they were.
And, eventually you will come up with an error.
You will. You've got to come up with an error. You've got to be structured and work to your game plan, and your structure and your sets work together. You're going hand in hand, and you've basically got to keep the line and attack and throw the ball about when you're in a position to do so. When you're structuring your line's shape is good, and it wasn't for the Bradford Bulls. It was like a dog's leg. So throwing the ball around when it's like that, it'll either cause a knock-on, a drop ball, or the option to get the ball back from you're doing something silly, and that's happened in this case. Sheffield have got the ball. Long way to go. I think Bradford got enough lead, but Sheffield not going to lie down and take this on the chin, I can tell you.
Well, the crowd were just getting on the back of the officials because Sheffield were taking an eternity to get play back underway. They finally do. Mexico takes it up to the Bradford 20, so Sheffield looking to get some much needed points because the clock is against them. So too the Provident scoreboard. They trail by 24 points, but they're going to play the ball 10 out from the Bradford line. It's with Minchella to Speeding, and it's quick hands from the Eagles as Minchella to Speeding to Blackmore, and the former Halifax winger touches down in the corner in front of the Rooney terracing, and it is 10 points now to the Eagles. The Bulls lead is cut from 24 to 20. Difficult touchline conversion attempt from Simon Brown, but he'll fancy it. Game back on your field. The Bulls can't rest on the laurels.
Not at all, because that was an easy try to score. And what would worry me about that if I was BT or Tuvey is the ease in which they scored it, because they got the ball on the 40-metre mark and it went through about 6 pair of hands. Not very quickly, not very crisply. They weren't long passes. It was like they were practicing on the training field, and Bradford just stood planting the heels. I talked about it at the time, week before last. Back into old habits there. They planted the heels into the turf. You've got to defend off your toes, you defend off the front foot, you spread your legs, you get one leg in front of the other, so you're ready to move into the faces. You point the man up, no communication, and that was easy.
Simon Brown from the main stand touchline. That one is going to go across the face of the post, and that one is waved away amidst ironic cheers from the Bulls supporters. And with 30 minutes remaining in this match here, Kingston Press Championship Round 9, BCB 106.6 FM, Mick Little, Mark Hobson. It is the Bradford Bulls 30, the Sheffield Eagles 10, and the Bulls will be now looking for a solid response, try and force Sheffield into an error. If they can't do that, restrict them to short yardage on the restart. Lily's kick is taken there by Minchella, 5 out from his own line. He in turn gives it there to Trout, and Trout is wrapped up. 15 out. Quick play of the ball. Sheffield looking to take the game back to the Bulls, but Wilkinson and Murray in defence there. Strong tackle. Wrapping up Scott Wheeldon, goes out of dummy half there from Burns. Burns to Mexico. Mexico charge backwards. That's no mean feat. Solid defence there from the Bulls. Magrin and Leroy are there. Standing tall, stern stuff. Sheffield have thrown the ball over on the far stand side. The referee's going to see it's gone backwards. Well, he thinks he's in the circus. Sheffield throwing the ball around. Surely that went forward. Mexico gives it there to Scott. Scott's going to be wrapped up and swarmed upon by Wilkinson and Bentley. They're still 15 out from their own line. Gregory along the line towards this main stand side to Spedding. Spedding to Blackmore. Blackmore kicks forward, looking for Spedding. Thomas drops on the ball on the halfway line. He has it stolen by Minchella and Spedding. It's a 10th penalty to the Bulls. They don't like it, the Eagles. Eagles. And now someone's given dissent, and the referee will stop the clock, and he's going to speak to Elliot Minchella, and he's going to lay the law down. You've conceded 10 penalties now. The next one on the team warning. Penalty on the halfway to the Bulls. We've had 29 minutes remaining in this one. It's still 30 points to 10, and Lily's going to find touch. 30 out from the Eagles line. You almost suspect the Bulls could score a 6th try here. This potentially could take the game from the Eagles. Energy sapping conditions here. It's about 20 degrees out there on the pitch. Very firm, very lush. The grass is growing green. Can the Bulls turn -4 into -2? Goes out of dummy half from Magrin. Magrin there to Murray. Murray is wrapped up. 30 points to 10, the Bulls lead. Out of dummy half now to Moore. They're 15 out from the Eagles try line as Thomas lays it off to Leroy. Leroy's wrapped up. 10 out from the Eagles line. 10 to the right hand side of the sticks. Down the middle they go with Wilkinson. 3rd tackle. The referee's going to stop the clock. There's a clash of heads. It was Wilkinson on the Sheffield prop forward, Mark Mexico there. And Mark Mexico's come off a lot worse than Brandon Wilkinson. So rather gingerly and groggily there, Mark Mexico, the former American international, played in the 2013 Rugby League World Cup, and is just going to get the physio to come on. But Hobbo, what a response from the Bradford Bulls. 3 errors, the completion rate at 91%. This is the response that Lee Beattie and Jeff Tuve expected, and more importantly, what the fans, as this big crowd, have expected.
Indeed, and that's why you're full-time. You work at that and those things, 4 or 5 hours a day, all week, virtually all week, a day off in the middle of the week, and put it right. If you get back on the horse and put it right, then you get what you deserve, and that's a victory. And I think the Bradford Bulls are going to get that today.
Mark Mexico just helped from the field. Round of applause from the Odsal faithful. And
Been
Bradford,
good players, Mark Mexico, over the years.
Solid impact.
Yeah.
Wilkinson, though, will play the ball on the call of the referee's whistle. More out of dummy half. Bradford 5 out. Lily lays it off to Magrin. Magrin's wrapped up on the last. 2 out from the line. Can the Bulls make it 6? Lily, crossfield kick, looking for Oakes. Who's got it? Spedding's picked it up and he's took it in goal. It'll be a tap on the 20, and the St Helens youngster is going to tap it, and the Bradford Bulls have got to turn attacking to defence, and they're going to bring down St Helens Loney Spedding 15 shy of halfway. So Sheffield coming back at the Bulls. Out of dummy half is going to go Gary Lowe, and he's going to make 10 metres forward. So 2 tackles gone. Bradford up on the halfway line. Sheffield into Bradford territory. A metre inside the Bulls half in centre field. That was a strong run there from Hope. Scored a try in the first half for the Eagles. Out of dummy half it goes from Gregory. Gregory to Brown. Brown to Miller. Miller trying to evade the Bulls defenders, but he can't. He's swarmed upon there by Lilly, Leroy and Magrin. They're 35 out. There's a tackle remaining in this set as the Eagles take it to the 25 metre mark. Wielden wins the penalty. That would have been the last tackle. So Bradford, a bit of ill discipline creeping in. That's their 9th penalty they've conceded, and the pressure continues. Sheffield quickly take it. They've got the clock against them. 27 minutes remain. The trail by 20. 30 points to 10. The Bulls lead here. They've got defending to do. Out of dummy half it goes there from Burns. Burns to Straffer. Straffer on the angled run. He's wrapped up there by 2 Bulls defenders. One of them is Leon Price. Burns out of dummy half. Flat pass from Brown. The Eagles have dropped it again. Crunching tackle from Leroy and Moore. The Sheffield player, I'm not sure who it was, but he was focused on Moore and Leroy coming to him rather than that pass from Brown. It is the 13th error of the match from the Sheffield Eagles, and what we're seeing now, Mark, is Sheffield's inability to keep hold of the ball is handing the Bradford Bulls 2 valuable points on the plate. This is almost how Oldham must have felt last week.
Yeah, indeed, you're absolutely right. Sheffield's in and Mark Maston will be spitting blood money. Their inability to keep hold of the ball at the right time is going to cost them this game. And no disrespect though to Sheffield, but the Bradford Bulls have been the more accomplished side. And I think Oscar Thomas, for me, he's been everywhere. I think he's been superb. Oscar Thomas, Scott Moore, ably assisted by Scott Moore.
So, Oakes took tackle number 1 from the restart. Campbell takes tackle number 2. Magrin takes tackle number 3, and here he is, 5 shy of the halfway line. And he's going to quickly play the ball. More out of dummy half. No look pass there to Leroy. Leroy's going to cough up the ball for the second time in this second half, and Sheffield will have the ball on the 0 tackle. So Bradford's fourth error of the match, and they're immediately striking forward there by Miller, and now Miller's lost the ball in the tackle,
out,
and the referee's going to say ripped out. So the penalty count, 10 penalties apiece. We've still got 25 minutes remaining. Leon Price has thrown the ball away. Now Campbell's got to give it back. The referee will stop the clock, and it's getting a little bit tetchy out there, a little bit grubby.
Well, Scott Moore was arguing with the referee then, and I've never seen a referee in professional rugby league, or very rarely, change their mind, Mick. And I think they did try to rip it out of the Bradford Bulls. There was no need to. You just took the man down to the ground, set again, and go forward with your line speed, and they didn't do that. And now they're going to have to defend another set of 6 at least from Sheffield Eagles, who were only 20 metres out from the Bradford line.
Tapped there by Wielden, a lot of Super League experience. He's wrapped up there by Murray and Magrin. Out of dummy half is going to go Gregory Burns. Burns gives it immediately to Matty James, and James goes charging on. Sheffield are 2 shy of the Bradford Bulls line. A pass there out of dummy half from Fozzard has been knocked on by Lilly. The referee is going to say forward pass, is he? No, he's not. He's going to say knock on by Lilly. So a 5th error from the Bulls, and I think Lilly will have mitigation there. That he's palmed it forward to stop a try. So good play there by Jordan Lilly.
The mitigation is, you're right, and whether it would have been a try or not is another matter, Mick, but the mitigation is right, and you've got to really forgive him for that, because Sheffield were looking good with the ball then. They've come up with some useful moments in attack of Sheffield, particularly when they're 10 minutes out from the Bradford line, and they've got some big units and they can pass the ball. They play catch-up football, of course, which means they're forcing it as well. But I think Bradford just have too much firepower, and I'd like to see Bradford turn on the pressure now and score some full length of the field tries.
Sheffield
get the ball back first.
10 metres out from the Bradford line. From that scrum, they immediately go to Menzieri over on the fast hand side. Gary Lowe has a tilt on tackle number 2. He's on the Bradford line. Gary Lowe's going to claim a try, but the referee's going to rule it out, and he's going to say Gary Lowe has lost the ball short of the line. It's a scrum to the Bradford Bulls. So Bradford commit error number 5. Sheffield immediately on tackle number 1 come up with error number 14. Their completion rate must be similar to the Bulls last week. The Bulls were at 65%. First half they were at 91%, and they're really playing well this afternoon are the Bradford Bulls in front of this big crowd at the Provident Stadium. No clouds, it's just haze and clear blue sky, and in the heat of the Provident Stadium it is the Bulls leading by 30 points to 10, and Lilly will put the ball in, takes it out, immediately taken there by Campbell, and Campbell makes good metres forward. Here goes Caro on tackle number 2, swarmed upon in a 2-man tackle, led there by Johnson and Scott. And Sheffield, you somewhat got to question all the defending they've done. There might be a bit of fatigue. Dan Murray's now come up with an error though. Could have been a penalty. I thought he was pushed off the ball. Joe Keys is coming on to take over dummy half play from Scott Moore, and the referee is going to get a word in his ear from the linesman, but the linesman's happy that the decision was correct, and now Bradford have got a couple of gremlins creeping in.
Well, Price has gone off, Mick. It was Joe Keys that replaces Leon Price by the look of it, and Leon's had a good game. Might do a lot of running around the field, but his vision and his passing has been great for Bradford this afternoon.
So Keys on then for Price, I beg your pardon. Over on the fast hand side, Sheffield from the scrum, 35 out from that Bulls try line, are going to get another penalty because Jordan Lilly has pushed the Sheffield man, and now the Bulls are going to be put on the team warning because Sheffield have had penalty number 11, and he's just speaking to the skipper. So Scott Moore, the most senior player, will go to referee Liam Moore, and he's just going to be told you've conceded 11 players. The next one, you could be following Menzieri to the sin bin. So penalty, 25 out from the Bradford line. It's been a fractious, disjointed second half, no real flow to it. Errors and penalties creeping into both teams' game plans. Here goes Fozzard like a bumper car, bouncing off 1, bouncing off 2, wrapped up there by Murray and Lilly, 5 metres out from the Bradford Bulls try line. Wielden with a no-look pass, and Sheffield have come up with another error. It's the free play, it goes to Keys to Oakes. The referee is going to bring it back. The Bulls could have gone 80 metres. What has he done here, referee? Liam Moore is going to say there was a double knock-on. I did see one. We might as well see the Phantom of the Opera out there because that was non-existent, and that is a harsh call against the Bulls. Did you see a knock-on or more?
No, I didn't at all. I think you're right. The Phantom of the Opera would have been more appropriate, and maybe Ghostbusters or something, because there was nothing there at all. I think the referee's made a mistake there, purely and simply. Didn't quite know what he did, but he made a decision. It was just the wrong one.
So a scrum to the Bulls, leading the Sheffield Eagles by 30 points to 10 with 22 minutes remaining. We're approaching the hour mark here at the Provident Stadium. Also, Bentley, already with 2 tries to his name, takes Bradford 5 shy of the halfway line. Out of dummy half, it goes from Moore to Campbell, and the former Batley man is upended by 3 Sheffield defenders, 2 metres inside the Sheffield half. It goes from Moore to Thomas. Thomas striding forward like a forward, makes Bradford 10 metres. It goes out of dummy half from Moore. Moore along the line to Keys. Keys to Bentley. And Bentley is wrapped up on the 5th and last tackle. 25 out from the Sheffield line. Gets up rather gingerly and rather groggily. Goes to Moore, to Keys. Keys plays the percentages. Game management, par excellence. Drills it into touch. Scrub to Sheffield. Bulls 30, Eagles 10. 21 remaining. That'll take some time off the clock.
It will take some time off the clock. The Bulls can walk back to the scrum. Looking a little bit tired, the Bradford Bulls. They've had to work hard to cut all the errors out. And, to say they're a full-time team and Sheffield are part-time, you can't actually tell the difference in the fitness, which is a credit to Sheffield. But Bradford have always had that extra firepower. And again, still some time to go. But for me, Oscar Thomas, the man of the match, he's been superb. He's been involved in every piece of attack that Bradford have had.
Crucially for the Bradford Bulls, Halifax 16, Dewsbury 6, Swinton 12, Hulkeston Rovers 42. So Bradford 20 points to the good, 20 minutes remaining. We've hit the hour mark here as the wing just picks up and catches the microphones from our commentary position in the main stand. The Bulls could be going from -4 to 2, and the 0 game could be the Good Friday game here against Halifax. Sheffield, though, they'll have a lot to say about that. They're up to halfway by Menzies Yeri. Gary Lowe, flat pass back to Yeri. Yeri's wrapped up 15 inside the Bradford half. Over on the far stand side, Minchella out to Brown, to Miller. Miller to Spedding. Spedding beats Oakes. Takes on Caro, gives it to Blackmore. One-handed put down by Ben Blackmore. The Sheffield Eagles have a 3rd try, and with 20 minutes remaining, the gap narrows further. Bulls 30, Eagles 14. Neat flowing movement from the Eagles. The Bulls can't switch off or more.
Well, they can't, and that was great hands there from Sheffield Eagles. Great counter-attack. I'm just about to say they haven't thrown the towel in. They got the ball from 40 metres out, and they put it through 3 pair of hands. But Spedding totally beat Cairo on this side, and it was poor defending from the Bradford Bulls. This left-hand defence for the Bradford Bulls on this side has been a bit suspect, I think. They didn't move off the line quick enough, but the footwork of Spedding, his body swerve, quality player. He totally outplayed, and they've kicked it as well. Totally outplayed. Amari Caro struggled. That's because he didn't move off the defensive line quick enough.
From the touchline, Simon Brown, who famously converted that last grasp penalty last season in the 24-all draw at Batley, has converted from the main stand touchline, and with 19 minutes it is the Bulls 30, the Eagles 16, and perhaps twitchy bum time here at the Provident Stadium. Also, the Bulls still have to keep going. They can't rest, they can't keep coming up with the dumb plays like they have, with the errors creeping in. Sheffield, though, from the restart, Rielden broke 1 tackle, broke 2. Now they've come up with the error at dummy half. James Bentley, take a bow. Elliot Minicella throws the ball into the turf. It goes over the sideline. That's in disgust. It's Sheffield's 16 error of the match. And this could be the moment now, you feel, for the Bradford Bulls to put the game to bed. 14 points they lead. It's a free score advantage.
The Bradford boy, Elliot Minicella, the former West Bowling player, he made a mistake there, he knew about it. But when you're playing catch-up football, that's what happens. And forcing the error and dropping the ball on this right-hand side of the Sheffield attack. 25 minutes after the run line. Back to Bradford, the ball goes now, Mick.
Yeah, Bradford, 2 tackles gone, 10 out from the Eagles line. Gets to his feet, does Magrin. It goes out to Lily. Lily to Keys. Keys to Thomas. Thomas out to Caro. Caro swatting him away like Jonah Lumo. Sonny Bill is nickname. Sonny Bill. Amari Caro wrapped up too shy of that Sheffield line. Composed play from the Bulls. It goes from Keys to Murray. Murray brought down to the left-hand side of the sticks. It goes to Moore. Moore to Lily. Lily to Thomas. Thomas palms it back to Ethan Ryan. Ryan's going to dive on it, and he's going to be swarmed on by Gary Lowe. 25 out on the last tackle, so Bradford have lost 20 metres there. Thomas kicks forward, it bounces in goal, and goes dead. The Bulls lost the plot. They weren't in unity. They weren't in unison with one another.
Structure. That's exactly right.
No unison, and it just a bit of a mixed match there. And now the Bulls are going to have to defend a 7-tackle set. 17 minutes remaining. Sheffield have scored the last 2 tries. A brace from Blackmore. One of them converted by Brown. They led 30 points to 6. 4 minutes into the second half. It's game back on though at Odsal, and the Bulls, you feel, are clinging on. Gregory Burns gets up. 10 inside the Bradford half, 40 away from the post, and plays the ball as Sheffield just wrestling back some momentum, the pendulum swing. Here goes Brown to Minchella. Minchella beats Bentley, can't get past Murray. 4th tackle gone, the 20 away from the Bradford line. Brown passes on the outside to Straffer. Straffer fronts up. 5 away from the Bulls line. Last tackle, says referee Moore. They're coming again for Blackmore. Bentley's made a play at the ball, but he's dived on it and recovered it cleanly. And now he's been flattened by Simon Brown.
Well,
should have been a penalty. Yeah. It goes from Oaks, and Bradford are going to have to tough it up. Bulls 30, Eagles 16. Here goes Caro. Caro caught high there by Wielden. Straffer comes in. So does Brown. The referee has called the touch to John. He's just going to calm things down. It is penalty number 11 of the afternoon to the Bulls. Crucially, 25 out from the road line. So this will piggyback them up to halfway, you feel. And now referee Liam Moore is talking to the culprit, the veteran forward, Scott Wielden, just saying there was no need. It was a lazy high tackle.
Frustration, mechanic.
Yeah, frustration. And it will be a penalty, and the Bulls, clever game management. Lily just waiting until the referee told him to hurry up.
He did, really clever game management.
10 seconds away from the clock. And the Bulls need the 2 points, -4 to -2 if Dewsbury remain winless. The Bulls know victory against Halifax will take them up in the table, but that's not what the Bulls needed. They tapped it on the halfway line. It was Lily to Lily to Magrin, and Magrin has come up with the error. 5 inside the Sheffield half, and Sheffield now know they've got to stop the clock as a matter of urgency. They form the scrum, and the referee calls time off. 16 minutes remaining in this one. Bulls 30, Eagles 16. Complacency creeping in Hobbo.
Yes,
the Bulls have made 5 errors in the second half.
That's it. When you make 5 errors in the 20-minute period, that's 1 every 4 minutes. You're giving your opponents the ball back, you're giving them a chance to attack, you're giving them confidence as well.
Sped in from the scrum to Blackmore, and Blackmore thought about offloading the ball in the tackle. He's going to take the tackle by Keys and Murray. 38 out from the Bradford line. Burns in at dummy half. Gives it there to Straffer. Straffer, formerly with the Bradford Bulls Foundation a couple of seasons ago, gets to his feet and plays the ball there. 25 out from the Bradford line. It goes to Wielden. Wielden down the middle. Wrapped up there by Magrin and Bentley in a 2-man tackle. Good movement from Sheffield out of dummy half as it goes from Burns to Straffer. Straffer has had the ball stolen by Keys. Amari Carmo remonstrates with a touch judge on this Maidstone side. Sheffield have penalty number 12, and it's 5 metres out from the Bradford line, and they're going to tap it immediately, and they go with Wielden. Wielden to Minchella. Minchella in centre field, wrapped up there by Moore and Murray. Still going forward, looks for support. He's offloaded the ball, and now he's come up with an error there. Elliot Minchella, and that's the Sheffield Eagles, the architects of their own downfall here. You've got to say that was tackle number 1. It drawn in the Bradford Bulls defenders. There was no need to offload the ball in a silly situation, and the Eagles only themselves to blame here, Hobbo. That's error number 17, and I think Mark Aston is going to be spitting feathers at full time when we speak to him. Well, scrum to the Bulls, 10 out from their own line.
You can't play that sort of football and expect to win a game, and a bit of a let off there from the Bradford Bulls because the pendulum has swung back the other way. Sheffield were in control.
from the scrum. Campbell brought down, 15 out from his own line. The Bulls have got to do a tough set here where they're just going to take time off the clock. Magrin on the second tackle, more out of dummy half to Murray.
This is the Big Match Live on BCB 106.6 FM. Brought to you by Provident, supporting Bull supporters home and away. Visit facebook.com/supporting Bulls for your chance to win.
Goes from Moore, across the face of the post to Smith. Smith to Price, Price towards, out to Ryan. Ryan in the corner. Oh my God! Is he a trapeze artist in a circus or what? He's picked up by Campbell. Campbell's picked up the pass. He's got 90 metres to go in front of him. He's got Farrell chasing him. Campbell's gonna go. It's the home run. Go Johnny, go. Campbell's over. Try number 6 for the Bradford Bulls and potentially the game. Moore, it goes back to Thomas. Thomas to win it. Thomas with a drop goal. Jack Smith says yes.
And we do apologise for the loss of the match. We will get that back to you as soon as we possibly can. Please bear with us.
They lose, and this has been a fantastic game from the Bradford Bulls in terms of their ability to play some good attractive football, but just at times they just acted a little bit dumb, the Bradford Bulls, put Sheffield under pressure, scored a try, then let them off the hook.
So a scrum to the Bradford Bulls, and here goes Johnny Campbell. Campbell's caught high across the neck, and he's gone back in the tackle. Dangerous play, no malicious in it, just a little bit of needed a bit of experience there from Spedding, and the game really going away now from the Eagles. Bradford 30, Sheffield 16. The errors and penalties really giving the game to the Bulls, and Jordan Lilly will find touch. 20 out from the Sheffield line, 11 minutes remaining. Can Bradford get try number 6? That will put the game to bed. Magrin on tackle number 1 takes him centre field, 10 metres out. It goes to Keys to Lilly, out to Ryan to Yeri. Yeri's promoted the ball forward. It will be 6 again. Oscar Thomas has it. 35 out though from the Sheffield line. There's no advantage. The referee's going to stop the clock, and it will be a scrum, head and feet to the Bradford Bulls, where the original offence from Menzieri took place. 12 out from the Eagles line, 20 in from the far stand side, and with 11 minutes remaining, Bradford 30, Sheffield 16. They are holding on here, Hobbo.
They are holding on, and Sheffield have pushed Bradford all the way, and again, I repeat, they need a good challenge to Bradford Bulls, but just been that little bit too clever. But I've noticed since Leon Price has gone off, the Bradford shape and structure just gone to pot that little bit. You can't beat the experience on the field. Scott Moore can't do it on his own.
So a scrum, 10 out from the Eagles line. It goes from Lilly to Keys to Bentley. Bentley wrapped up, 10 out in front of the sticks. Moore down the middle to Roach like an express train, coming into the station, wrapped up too shy. Underneath the sticks, the Bulls will Moore go himself. No, he won't. He'll go to Lilly. Lilly drops the shoulder and tries and squeezes over. And Jordan Lilly is wrapped up a metre shy. Third tackle gone to the left-hand side of the sticks. Moore tries to barnstorm his way over. Out of dummy half, he's held up, and it will be tackle number 4. They'll go back to the 10. And Scott Moore's been a constant thorn in this Sheffield Eagles side this afternoon. Will play the ball on tackle number 4. It goes from Lilly to Murray. Murray wrapped up on the last. They're 2 out in front of the sticks. It goes from Moore to Keys. Keys trying to pirouette his way to the line, trying to dance his way over. He can't get there. Straffer comes in with Miller and held him up on the line. It remains Bulls 30, Eagles 16. Crucially though, we're in the final 10 minutes here at the Provident Stadium, Odsel.
Jeff True has something to say about that. That was a little bit dumb from Joe Keys there. Trying a one-man shot there on the last tackle. That's no good, mate. An halfback has to kick it and think that a little bit better than that. But this has been a great game, a real arm wrestle. We've now got a tussle. We've now got a forward battle, a war of attrition. And whilst I think Bradford have got this match, it's not over yet.
Certainly
isn't. As far as Sheffield are concerned.
Sheffield still coming forward at the Bulls. 2 victories in succession against Swinton. What's Scott Moore doing here? Crossfield kick to Gary Lowe, but he can't get past Campbell and Ryan. Ethan Ryan drags him down like a rag doll, and the referee is going to give another penalty. And the decision is going to be, well, it's waiting to see what the decision is here, Robbo. He's not going to give a decision. In fact, he's going to say, yeah, offside, not clearing the ruck.
Yeah,
so Sheffield, their 13th penalty. We've seen 25 penalties. You do get a high penalty count with these rookie referees. This is Liam Moore's first game in the Keister Press Championship, and what a vital game to give such a young, inexperienced referee. But Bradford, 14 points to the good, leading by 30 points to 16. 8 minutes remaining. Sheffield 10 inside the Bradford half. It goes out to Brown. Brown over on the far stand side to James, and James is going to be wrapped up. 35 out, 5 in from touch. Sheffield need to score quick because the clock against them. Still 8 minutes remaining, mind, but they need 3 tries as Mark Mexico takes them to the Bradford 20. Burns in at dummy half to Minchella to Spedding. Spedding pounds it to Blackmore. Blackmore's dropped it. Carroll picks it up, but he's put an arm in touch. First knock on from Sheffield. Scrum, head and feet to the Bulls. 20 out from their own line, and that is error number 19 from the Sheffield Eagles. Wow.
Yeah, that's a mountain to climb when you give so many, make so many errors like that in a game, and that's not acceptable, and that's why they've not won today. I'm quite impressed with their pack. I think they're a big group forward unit. Bradford Bulls just to beef up. I'm being critical here of Bradford Bulls. Just to get that little bit more muscular, a little bit more aggressive in the attack, but in the forward down the central channel. But as I thought, drier tracks, big Odsal pitch. They know it well. The Oscar Thomas of this world and the Prices and the and the Mara Caros can do the stuff, and the Ethan Ryans and Ross Oakes, and that's what's happened this afternoon. The Fringe players won the game for the Bradford Bulls.
From the scrum, Bradford just one-man rugby down the middle. They're 20 shy of halfway inside their own half. Ethan Ryan on tackle number 3. Moore to Murray. Murray up to halfway. He's made 20 metres forward there. This is tackle number 4. Moore out of dummy half to Bentley to Oakes. Here goes Amari Caro. Amari Caro on the inside to Bentley. James Bentley will get the hat-trick. It was almost like an episode of Countdown. 30, 20, 10. Try, and Bentley will solve the conundrum. The conundrum is the Bulls are heading to -2. Bulls 34, Eagles 16. James Bentley with his first career hat-trick for the Bradford Bulls.
I suppose you're going to bring Bentley in contention for the man of the match. Hat-trick of tries. He's been a great support player today, but that all came from the wily old brains of Scott Moore. That was absolutely superb. Play the ball on the 40-metre mark. He saw that the Sheffield defence was asleep. He saw a gap on the blind side. He brought the runners on. It was good into passing. It went out to Caro. Caro's sprinting forward. Realised he couldn't get past the defenders from Sheffield. Back inside to great support players. All good rakes should do from Bentley. And nothing Sheffield could do about that. But that all started with the hands and footwork of the magical Scott Moore. Superb Scott Moore. With Bradford without him would be nowhere.
I've got to say, Hobbo, that arguably the best try of the afternoon.
Yes, because it was technical, Mick. It was well structured. The shape was good. The planning was good. The execution was good. There was good support play. It all came from a play the ball. Technically, a very good piece of rugby league football. And that man, Scott Moore, what a brain he's got. Fantastic today. Oscar Thomas, Scott Moore, Bentley now he's got a hat-trick. All in contention for my man of the match. My personally. But it's not what I think. It's what the listeners think and what the sponsors here today think.
Oscar Thomas then, 25 out from the sticks. Yet to miss this afternoon. This one 5 in from the main stand side. Radar light with that left boot. It's going to catch the wind and it sails between the posts. Bulls 36, Eagles 16, 6 minutes remaining. BCB 106.6 FM. Mick Gledall, Mark Hobson, brought to you by Provident Financial. And not only was that James Bentley's first hat-trick for the Bulls and his 6th try of the season, it was also the 50th try the Bulls have scored in 2017. And Simon Brown on the restart goes short. Campbell takes it. Campbell's lost it, but he was taken out in the air, and Sheffield's heads have gone here. They're just committing error after error, penalty after penalty, and that is Bradford's 13th penalty of the match. The penalty count, Hobbo, 13 apiece, 26 penalties.
Yeah,
wow.
That's the problem. That is a big problem.
But it is a penalty to the Bulls.
But nevertheless, it's still been a good game apart from that, because penalties slow the game down.
Jordan Lilly with ball in hand, 15 shy of halfway. He's going to strike him and take the Bulls up and over halfway inside enemy territory. And Bradford are going to have a full set of 6, 40 out from the Sheffield line. 5 minutes remaining. You almost suspect the hat-trick score there from Bentley has released the shackles, the chains, and they're going to try and go for try number 7 of the afternoon as it goes out of dummy half to Kirk. Kirk wearing that number 8 shirt, still going forward. Liam Kirk, 25 metres made, takes Bradford 10 shy of the line. Here goes Colton Roach. Colton Roach surging forward. Can he get the ball down? No, he can't. He's held up on the line. Mooring at dummy half, underneath the sticks. It goes out to Lilly. Lilly tries to go, but it's clattered across the shoulder and dragged to the turf. We've got 4 minutes remaining. Bradford, they lead by 20, 36-16. It goes out to Keys. Keys to Bentley. Bentley's going to get 4. Unbelievable. What a talent James Bentley is. Bulls 40, Eagles 16, -2. Here we are.
-2, the Bulls. A Good Friday next week. Will it be a Good Friday for the Bradford Bulls? Because if they can beat Halifax here, then they'll go to 0-0-0. And that's the first part of the plan going forward. But that was superb again. Again, I've got to wax lyrical about Scott Moore. His vision, he looks very quickly. His shape of his feet, his hands, he looks left and right. He bobbed it up to a runner on the blind side again. And it went through several pairs of hands, and then back inside to James Bentley, who saw the gap as the Sheffield defence went left. He went to the right hand side. They couldn't cover backwards quick enough, and James Bentley just supporting the ball carrier, which I think was Oscar Thomas. Superb stuff from James Bentley. You've got to say, if somebody scores 4 tries in the game, then he's got to be the man of the match. But Scott Moore has been absolutely impeccable controlling that ruck area. And Oscar Thomas, what a boy today. What a boy, Oscar Thomas. Fantastic in broken play, and I don't know who to pick it from either of those 3, but superb, skillful, and I talked about talent. Well, those 3 people have got talent in abundance, and they showed it today.
Oscar Thomas yet to miss this afternoon in the Odsal sunshine. This to take the Bulls out to 42 points and a 26 lead. Strikes it with the left. Yes, it's good. Bradford Bulls 42, Sheffield Eagles 16, and we've still got 3 minutes remaining on the Provident scoreboard. What a performance for the ages from the Bulls. It's been attritional, and if it wasn't for those Sheffield errors, it could have been a different story, but you can only play what's in front of you. And Bradford, 2 late tries from James Bentley is going to take the Bulls on to -2, and the Bulls really do make amends for that lacklustre display at Bowerfold against Oldham on Sunday gone. From the restart, Murray juggles with the ball, gives it to Kirk. Kirk's wrapped up on his own 20, centre field. They're coming down the main stand side. They're looking for more points. Here goes Ross Oaks. Ross Oaks on the inside to Keys. Keys to Campbell. Campbell's going forward. Surging forward. Go, Johnny, go. Campbell underneath the sticks. And that's the game. Johnny Campbell! What a team try! The support play there! Phenomenal effort! The Bulls are running right hot! And so they should. 8 tries, 46 points to 16. Perhaps a little bit cruel on Sheffield Eagles, Hobbo, but the Bulls have cut loose.
Well, Sheffield haven't been the bad side this afternoon, but the Bradford on the fringes have been superb. And it's great entertainment. The attacking play from standoff half right through to the wingers on either side of the pitch has been fantastic. That was there. That was good vision. All the communication was there. and that try was absolutely superb. That probably beats the try you said was the best of the game about 2 tries ago. That came right from 20 metres upfield, got into the hands of Ross Oakes. Ross Oakes fed it back inside, didn't he? And there were several players involved in that passing movement there, and absolutely fantastic.
Oscar Thomas will attempt the conversion attempt, 10 metres out in front. James Bentley gets the sponsors man of the match. We'll ask Cobbo after full time who he feels should get it. The clock has been stopped. We've still got 63 seconds remaining here at Odsal, but this will do the Bulls. Points for and against the world are good. They're coming to this match having played 8, won 4, lost 4, only on +2. This is going to take them closer to 50 as Oscar Thomas yet to miss this afternoon from bang in front. Bradford 48, Sheffield 16, 60 seconds remaining here at Odsal. It has been a professional performance, as professional as they come.
Well, superb stuff. I'm going to answer your question, Mick. Young man to score 4 tries in the game, you've really got to say he's going to be the man of the match, but I'm not going to do. I'm going to give it to Oscar Thomas, because I think Oscar Thomas has been absolutely all over the place. I think he's been a thorn in the Sheffield side. They've not known whether he's going to attack left or attack right. Yes, I think it has been given to Oscar Thomas, hasn't it? And I would agree with that. Scott Moore's been absolutely fantastic, and young James Bentley superb. I think Ross Oakes in flashes has shown that he's going to be a Super League centre for me. They've got a lot of work to do, the Bradford Bulls, not the finished product. I think the pack's going to be beefed up that a little bit to when they've got to face teams like Hull Kingston Rovers, but a very good attacking performance from the Bradford Bulls, that if they play that like that again, a lot of teams will struggle to live with that. Scott Moore, he's been fantastic, Scott Moore. Well, we need to keep hold of Scott Moore.
From the restart, the hooter will bring an end to proceedings. The Bulls made 3 tackles after that superlative score from Oscar Thomas, and it is full time here at the Provident Stadium, Odsal. The Bulls certainly making hay whilst the sun shines. A performance full of admiration, full of praise. The side has certainly rediscovered its pulse this afternoon, and they are certainly letting those sides above them know that the Bulls are still alive and kicking.